Welcome to Globe Wanderer, your gateway to epic journeys. Join us weekly for immersive travel films and hidden stories worldwide. Hello and welcome. I'm standing on an island that has been known by many names over the centuries. To ancient Arab traders, it was Serendib, the happy accident of finding something good without looking for it. Sri Lanka, the resplendent isle, every turn in the road reveals an unexpected wonder. History isn't just confined to museums, it's etched into the landscape. Colossal rock fortresses, sacred trees that have watched empires rise and fall. It's a country that feels far larger than its modest size on the map. Our journey begins today, tracing a path through the heart of this extraordinary nation. A story that spans over 2.5 millennia. We'll start in the Cultural Triangle, the cradle of Sri Lanka's ancient civilization. Ghosts of forgotten kings linger among magnificent ruins, a place of profound spirituality and incredible artistic achievement. From deep spiritual roots to a vibrant modern pulse, a journey of discovery of places and people and their enduring spirit. The sheer variety packed into this teardrop-shaped island is staggering. Wander through a 2,000-year-old city, watch hundreds of elephants gather at a reservoir, climb into the cool, misty highlands, endless carpets of tea plantations stretching to the horizon, descend to golden beaches lapped by the warm Indian Ocean. This diversity is the essence of Sri Lanka. But this journey is about more than sightseeing. The nation has faced immense challenges: colonial rule, civil conflict, natural disasters, and recent economic turmoil. Yet everywhere you go, resilience, a quiet determination to move forward. We want to see how history has shaped the island and its people. Listen to their stories, understand their heritage, witness their ability to adapt and rebuild. A story of survival, faith, and a profound connection to their homeland. Our route is a loop, a circle that captures the many layers of Sri Lanka's identity. We begin where the island's recorded history began, Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa. These are not just archaeological sites. They were once bustling metropolises, centers of political power, Buddhist learning that rivaled any in the ancient world. Here, we'll see giant stupas that pierce the sky. We'll walk beneath the branches of a tree said to be the oldest recorded in human history. It's a powerful, humbling start to our adventure, connecting us directly to a distant past. From these ancient seats of power, we journey to iconic landmarks. Sigiriya, the Lion Rock fortress rising dramatically from the plains. A palace built on a stone column with a tragic tale to tell. Dambulla Cave Temple, a labyrinth of painted caves, hundreds of serene Buddha statues, each telling its own story. These places are more than tourist attractions. They are monuments to human ambition, creativity, and devotion. The journey then takes us into the highlands, verdant rolling hills that produce world-famous Ceylon tea, Nuwara Eliya, Haputale. You can feel the lingering influence of the British colonial era. Marvel at feats of local engineering, the Nine-Arch Bridge, a viaduct built with bricks and cement but no steel, a testament to Sri Lankan resourcefulness. Finally, our path leads down to the stunning coastline, a paradise for surfers, whale watchers, sunseekers. Gala Fort, a walled city that has withstood centuries of colonial battles, and even the devastating 2004 tsunami. Our journey concludes in the modern capital, Colombo, a city buzzing with new energy. The Lotus Tower stands tall, a bold symbol of a nation looking to the future. This is a journey through time, from ancient glory to modern grit. I invite you to come along and discover the many wonders of Sri Lanka. Our journey into Sri Lanka's soul begins here, in the sprawling sacred city of Anuradhapura. This is not just a collection of ruins. It was once the beating heart of a powerful kingdom that lasted for over 1,300 years. As you walk through these grounds, you are treading on soil that has felt the footsteps of kings, monks, and millions of pilgrims. One of the most profound sights in this ancient city isn't a building at all, but a living tree. This is the Jaya Sri Maha Bodhi, a sacred fig tree that is said to have grown from a cutting taken from the original Bodhi tree. Planted in 288 BC, it is the oldest historically documented tree in the world. To stand before it is a truly humbling experience. You feel a direct connection to a past that stretches back over 2 millennia. After the fall of Anuradhapura, the capital shifted to Polonnaruwa, marking a new chapter in Sri Lanka's royal history. Here, the craftsmanship seems to have reached a new level of refinement, particularly in stone carving. The heart of the old city is the Royal Palace complex. Though only the foundations and lower walls of the main palace remain, you can still grasp the grandeur of what was once a 7-story structure. Perhaps the most iconic site in Polonnaruwa is the Gal Vihara, or Rock Temple. This is a group of 4 incredible Buddha images, all carved from a single long slab of granite. The detail and serene expressions on these statues are breathtaking. Seated Buddha in deep meditation, standing Buddha with a sorrowful expression, colossal reclining Buddha measuring 14 meters in length. The artistry is simply sublime. These figures represent the pinnacle of Sinhalese rock carving. Wandering further, you encounter the quadrangle, a sacred precinct packed with beautifully preserved structures. Here stands the Vatadaja, a circular relic house, one of the most beautiful and intricate examples of ancient Sri Lankan architecture. Concentric terraces, moonstones, guardstones. Polonnaruwa feels like an open-air museum, a city where every stone tells a story of royal ambition, artistic genius, and a deep, abiding faith that was quite literally set in stone. Rising dramatically from the central plains, our next landmark is one of the most astonishing sights in all of Asia. This is Sigiriya, the Lion Rock. It's a colossal column of rock. It was transformed into a fortress, a palace, a royal capital in the 5th century. The very idea of building a palace up there seems like madness, or perhaps genius. It's a tale of patricide, fear, and a king's audacious attempt to build a heavenly kingdom on earth. King Kashyapa, he seized the throne by entombing his own father alive. He feared retribution from his half-brother, the rightful heir. He abandoned Anuradhapura and moved his court to this impregnable rock. Visitors walked through the open jaws of a gigantic lion carved from the rock. Today, only the colossal paws remain. It was a statement of power and defiance. Halfway up the face, tucked in a small pocket, are the Sigiriya frescoes. Breathtaking paintings of celestial maidens, apsaras, adorned with flowers and jewels. Climbing the final metal stairs to the summit is dizzying, but the reward is immense. A full 360-degree panorama of jungle and gardens. Look down to the symmetrical water gardens at the base, some of the oldest landscaped gardens in the world. This was Kashyapa's sky palace, his fortress against the world. His reign was short-lived. His brother returned. Kashyapa, defeated, took his own life. Just a short drive from Sigiriya, we find another kind of sanctuary, carved not for a king's protection, but for spiritual contemplation. This is the Dambula Cave Temple. Inside, 5 major caves transformed into a breathtaking gallery of Buddhist art. The real treasure is beyond, in the ancient caves. Step inside the Devaraja Viharaya. The outside world melts away. A 15-meter reclining Buddha carved from the rock. Maharaja Viharaya, the largest and most spectacular. Over 150 Buddha statues in various postures. Statues of gods, statues of goddesses, statues of former kings. But even more impressive are the paintings that cover every inch of the ceiling and walls. The artists followed the natural contours of the rock, creating a flowing, vibrant mural that feels almost alive. Continuous worship defines Dambula, a living temple for over 2 millennia. The air thick with incense, lotus offerings on altars, devotees in white, quiet prayers and profound peace. Dambula, art and spirituality inseparable, hidden in the heart of a rock for the world to discover. Leaving the dry plains of the Cultural Triangle behind, our journey now winds its way up into the cool, misty hills of central Sri Lanka. Our destination is Kandy, a city that holds a special place in the nation's heart. Kandy was the last capital of the Sinhalese kings. Kandy is the undisputed spiritual heart of Sri Lankan Buddhism. This is primarily because it is home to the country's most sacred religious relic, a tooth of the Buddha. Looking up from the city, the Bahirawakanda Vihara dominates the skyline. A giant gleaming white Buddha sits in deep meditation. Our journey now takes a dramatic turn, ascending sharply into the very heart of Sri Lanka's hill country. Our destination is Nuwara Eliya, a town that feels plucked from the English countryside. It quickly earned the nickname Little England. Visit the Hill Club exterior, wood-paneled rooms inside, billiard tables, a time capsule glimpse of British tea pioneers. Leaving the refined gardens of Nuwara Eliya behind, we travel further south, to the town of Haputala. A visit to Lipton's seat, the viewpoint from which Sir Thomas Lipton would sit and survey his vast plantations, is an essential pilgrimage. The story of tea in Sri Lanka is actually a story of reinvention, born from a disaster, a devastating fungal disease, completely wiping out the crop. They experimented with tea, and it thrived. But the main attraction is an extraordinary feat of early 20th century engineering. The Nine-Arch Bridge, built entirely out of brick, rock, and cement. The best moments are when the famous blue train from Kandy slowly makes its way across. A picture-perfect scene that feels like it's from another time. As we descend, the landscape becomes alive with the sound of rushing water. One of the most impressive is Ramboda Falls. One of the most famous is Ravana Falls, named after the mythical king Ravana. Our journey taking a turn towards Sri Lanka's incredible wildlife. Our first stop is Minaria National Park. It is known simply as The Gathering. Soon, the horizon is dotted with them. There are dozens, then scores, then hundreds. It is a truly breathtaking sight. You can see large matriarchs leading their families. Young males engage in playful tussles. Tiny calves stay close to their mother's legs, safe and protected. Our destination is Yala National Park, a place world famous for one reason: leopards. The search for a leopard in Yala is filled with anticipation. Seeing one, with its powerful grace and stunning rosette-patterned coat, is the ultimate reward. Just east of Yala lies quieter Kumana National Park, celebrated as a paradise for birdwatchers. Sri Lanka's coastline is a world of its own. On the east coast, we find Arugam Bay. Following the coastline south, we discover hidden gems like Hiriketia. From the bustling port of Marissa, we venture out to see the largest animal on Earth. Our coastal exploration then leads us to the historic city of Gala. This is not a ruin, but a living, breathing city, enclosed within massive stone ramparts. The Gal Fort is also a powerful symbol of resilience. The ancient walls of the fort stood firm, protecting the historic city and most of its inhabitants. Our journey concludes in its modern, dynamic capital, Colombo. It embodies the energy and complexity of modern Sri Lanka. At the heart of this transformation stands the Lotus Tower. It is the tallest self-supported structure in South Asia. It represents ambition and hope after years of challenges. Yet everywhere we found resilience and optimism, warmth and hospitality, enduring smiles, and a determination to rebuild and move on. Our journey comes full circle, from the ancient stupas of Anuradhapura to the sky-high ambition of Colombo. We walked in the footsteps of kings, witnessed wildlife spectacles, marveled at feats of engineering. Sri Lanka is serendip, full of surprises and delights, ancient wonders, modern resilience, and most of all, its incredible people.